Welcome all, my dear friends. Let us continue our journey in the world of IPR by picking a rule of the Patents Rules 2003 as amended by Amendment Rules 2021. Okay, so let us proceed. Now, in this slide, we can see actually this slide is not new. This one already I have explained in my first lecture where I had established a relationship between Form 3, Section 8 and Rule 12. I have just kept this slide in this session as well just to refresh your memory. Fine. So, Form 3, which is the title of statement and undertaking under Section 8, and Section 8, which is the title of information and undertaking regarding foreign applications, and Rule 12, which is statement and undertaking regarding foreign applications. So easily you can correlate all the three and a clear relationship can be established so that whenever a questions from any of these you can answer very well. Fine. Okay, let us proceed. So the rule today we will discuss is Rule 12, which comes from Chapter 2, that is application for patents, and here we can say the title of Rule 12 is Statement and Undertaking regarding foreign applications. Okay, so let us proceed. So we will go into detail of Rule 12 of the Patents Rules 2003 as amended by Amendment Rules 2021. Fine. So let us continue. Now we will proceed through the sub-rules, especially the keywords of the sub-rules of Rule 12. So we can say the keyword for sub-rule 1 is statement and undertaking. The keyword for sub-rule 1A is period. The keyword for sub-rule 2 is time, and the keyword for sub-rule 3 is furnish information. Okay, so these are the most important words we can say, or by just remembering these keywords we can memorize the whole sub-rule. That means we can recall the whole sub-rule so that it will be easier for us to correlating the particular sub-rules of a rule. Fine. Okay. Now comes sub-rule 1. This says the statement and undertaking required to be filed by an applicant for a patent under subsection 1 of section 8 shall be made in Form 3. Okay, very easy statement, very simple statement. The keyword is statement and undertaking. Okay, so a statement and undertaking is required to be filed. It is a requirement by an applicant. It should be filed by an applicant for a patent, and this is as per subsection 1 of section 8. And where it will be made? It will be made in Form 3. Right? So because Form 3 is statement and undertaking under section 8. Okay, and section 8 we can say information and undertaking regarding foreign application. Okay, and particularly please refer to section 8 subsection 1. Okay, so the end find out the correlation between sub-rule 1 of Rule 12 and subsection 1 of section 8. Okay, and so you can just remember section 8, Rule 12 and Form 3. This is the form via which the application is made. Fine. Sub-rule 1A. This says the period within which the applicant shall file the statement and undertaking under subsection 1 of section 8 shall be 6 months from the date of filing the application. Fine. What is the explanation? For the purpose of this rule, the period of 6 months in case of an application corresponding to an international application in which India is designated shall be reckoned from the actual date on which the corresponding application is filed in India. Fine. So for this also please refer section 8 subsection 1 of the Patents Act 1970. But remember here the keyword here is the period. That means the time span here. Okay. So the period within which the applicant shall file the statement and undertaking. That means the period given for the filing of the statement and undertaking as per subsection 1 of section 8 is 6 months. 6 months from the date of filing the application. And remember this thing for the I have written here as a note, 3 months was replaced by 6 months as per amendment rules 2006. Okay, so as per amendment rules 2006, this 6 months was substituted. Okay, that means earlier it was 3 months, and as per the amendment rules 2006 it got corrected to 6 months. Okay. So explanation is same thing. For the purposes of this rule, the period of 6 months in the case of an application corresponding to an international application in which India is designated. So remember this thing. In which India is designated. Fine. Shall be reckoned means calculated from the actual date on which the corresponding application is filed in India. Fine. So just refer section 8 subsection 1 and try to correlate these two. That means subrule 1A of rule 12 and subsection 1 of section 8. Form is form 3. Just remember. Fine. Now comes subrule 2. Subrule 2. This says the time within which the applicant for a patent shall keep the controller informed of the details in respect of other applications filed in any country in the undertaking to be given by him under clause B of subsection 1 of section 8 shall be 6 months from the date of such filing. Okay. So just remember, in any country in the undertaking. Fine. So for this also please refer section 8 subsection 1 and clause B of the Patents Act 1970. Okay, here what is given actually the time. Okay, the time period within which the applicant for a patent shall keep the controller informed of the details in respect of other applications filed in any country. Okay, that means the person has applied in India and simultaneously has applied in a foreign country. Okay, so he is informing the controller. That means we can say he shall keep informing the controller of the details in respect of the other applications, and for that the time period is as per the we can say subsection 1 of section 8, actually clause B of subsection 1 of section 8, and this period will be 6 months from the date of such filing. And here also we can say that earlier this was 3 months, but as per the amendment rules 2006 it got amended to 6 months. Okay, so I think it is not bit, it is actually clear, right? And the last sub-rule, that is sub-rule 3. When so required by the controller under subsection 2 of section 8, the applicant shall furnish information relating to objections, if any, in respect of novelty and patentability of the invention and any other particulars as the controller may require, which may include claims of application allowed within 6 months from the date of such communication by the controller. Okay, so here also you can say just a moment, friends. Novelty and patentability and this period. These are the most important things. Fine. So now I will again read it. When so required by the controller under subsection 2 of section 8. That means as per section 8 subsection 2, when the controller requires or he desires, the applicant shall furnish information relating to objections. If there are any objections, then related to that the applicant shall furnish informations, and what with respect of novelty and patentability of the invention and any other particulars as the controller requires. Fine. And which may include claims of application, allowed within 6 months from the date of such communication by the controller. That means starting from the date of communication by the controller, a period of 6 months is given or allowed, we can say. Fine. And this also, friends, earlier it was 3 months, and as per amendment rules 2006 it was amended to 6 months. Okay. So for this sub rule, please refer to section 8 subsection 2 of the Patents Act 1970. That means sub rule 3 of rule 12 with subsection 2 of section 8. Fine. Just remember these things. It will be easier one. The reference is Patents Rules. We can say the Patents Rules 2003 as amended by Amendment Rules 2021. Okay. Next is the same thing, same slide, friends. Do you like it or how do you like it? So please share your views in my comment box. Please share your compliments and comments. Okay, thank you all. Stay safe, stay blessed. God bless you, friends. Please like, share and subscribe. Jai Hind.